On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They run with Calais. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run. Calais. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. James Morgan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 50, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Texans first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Calais. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
This is caught, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Rhodes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
7-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Steelers, nothing.
To throw on second down, Rhodes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Snell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now here's Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 10, Steelers 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play with the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
The Steelers' 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson. That's another Houston Texans. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Good for a Texan.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming! Got him, go! Hey, one set, check Mike 54, Mike 54. Let's go, defense, our time, it's our time. Got him, go!
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Rhodes. Over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Rhodes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rhodes. And he comes back with one complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Rhodes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
The kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Texans 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. To throw again, Rhodes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw. Rhodes. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quickly completed to the right flat. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Kenny Snell, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Rhodes. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
2-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
20-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, I said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again is Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 39. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
The score, Steelers 23, Texans.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the arm. But if you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Snell unable to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's the fourth-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
8-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A run for Snell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Snell yet again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Benny Snell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 30, Texans 16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And no, That's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, 36 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 37, Texans 16. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Coulter.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
on the pickup.
Operating from the gun, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Good for a Texan.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
16-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Goal at the 6.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
And they will take a knee here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a game they really needed as they dropped back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,